Oh, I forgot to do the countdown. Hold on. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Misfit Corner Scams. Nope, that's the wrong channel. Welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics. And we are live streaming. And my audio probably sounds like crap right now because I'm having to use my my computer microphone because the microphone on my head, for some reason, decided to stop working. So if it gets to be too bad, I will just give it up and run home and whatever. Zach, what's up, man?
Nothing much to say, man. Nothing much to say.
All right. Well, this may be a short episode then, and nobody else joins.
Yeah,
that's all right. I don't mind taking a Friday off. How about you?
I got no complaints, one or the other.
Yeah. Okay. I do have a video to make for tomorrow, but I already have it all edited. All I have to do is just freaking save it. So I'm actually ahead of the game.
All right. Well, where is everybody? This has been happening a lot.
Yeah. Well, it's all right. We don't need them. So listen, I don't know which is funnier. The fact that I watched the Masters of the Universe trailer and said to myself, this looks like something Todd would have made. Or the fact that I actually had to Google whether or not it was a real thing or not. Come to find out it was.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but feel free to spoil it because I've seen the commentary about it. And before I run up, before I ask folks at the Critical Drinker to tell me what I'm supposed to think.
Yeah.
I'd rather ask someone who's actually seen it. So fire away.
Oh, it was. There were parts of it where I'm like, this isn't real. This is somebody AI made this. This is too silly. But then there was parts where it's like, okay, I dig that. I can get into that. So, I mean, it's more because it's a teaser trailer. There was more of it that was like, oh, this looks so stupid. Then you see it and you go, okay, I can dig this. MK's here. MK says, hello, GM. And then he says, it was different. Yes, it was. I got a, what was that? Oh, it was the second Thor movie. The Dark World or whatever it was, where Avery will be the first one to tell you it was like Star Wars and the fact that there was flying ships and laser guns everywhere. This trailer was very much like that. A lot of flying ships and laser guns. So we'll see. I mean, if their target audience is the youth of today, I don't know. It might be silly enough and stupid enough for people to enjoy it. What's up, Todd?
Yo, happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday.
Well, to be honest, let me stop my cam.
We were just talking about the Masters of the Universe trailer.
Oh yeah, it looks awesome.
Yeah, my first response to it was, this looks like something Todd would have made. And then the second thing I had to do was go Google whether or not it was real or not. Turns out it was.
That's where we are now, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Pretty sad, huh? MK says, it looks great for fan service for 90s nostalgia. But yeah, there were some little things that annoyed me. Yeah. The whole name plaque with the he, him in it was, I mean, I know it's a joke, but
they had such an opportunity. And well, a couple things. That doesn't bother me because I don't understand the context yet. Is he okay with it? I don't know how it factors in. The other thing though is they missed a golden opportunity because it should have, I swear to you, if they should have done this, it should have said he/man.
That would have been funnier. But yeah.
You know? That would have been great.
MK says Man-at-Arms, Sorceress, Beastmaster.
Yeah, awesome.
There was a lot of great looking characters in there. I remember going to see the original one in the theater when I was younger, when I was a kid. So I don't have any problem with this. I was never like a super deep hardcore Masters of the Universe fan. Obviously I had some of the figures, but
you know, I was always my nerd was Transformers, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But still, like, you know, I have no problem. I will absolutely go see this movie. I'll take the
MK
kids;
says-
they'll love it.
MK says, "Dolph, baby, Dolph."
Mhm.
I'm just hoping they put together a really good movie poster. I would really like a really good movie poster. So, but I mean, from what I saw of all the characters look great. You know,
Yeah.
it's So we'll see. We'll see
I don't
what
know. I
they
mean,
do.
look, I think they really need that. If whatever they make really needs to hit it out of the park, because I hate to say it, but Masters of the Universe's adaptations haven't really been good well. You know, and I think one of the problems with a lot of these classic '80s cartoons and playing the nostalgia route is that they're getting to the point where people who are nostalgic for it, people our age and older, and people like that tend to start dying off.
Well, wait. Well, we're not 80, first of all, and second, we have kids, right? So I'm gonna go, but I'm also gonna take my wife and my 2 kids, and so that's 4 tickets to a movie.
See,
And so that's why the nostalgia
don't
thing works.
know if that's.
My only problem is my kids are in their 30s, so I'm not taking my kids.
And I don't have.
Andrew, I don't know if your mic is on, bro.
No, I had to turn on my computer mic because this stupid thing's not working.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, MK gets it. He's like, exactly. Yeah.
Well, I think. Well, see, this is the problem. I think that Star Wars and Star Trek are starting to have.
Yeah.
Is that what happened? Your camera conked out. Is that
Maybe that's a good thing, Zach.
is that how do I put this? The fact that your dad is into it may not be the biggest advertisement for you being into it. Yes, if there's something. The reason why I worked with Star Wars for a long time is that there was something in it that younger fans could claim for their own.
Depends how cool your dad is.
Yeah, well, Todd, you know, not all dads are as awesome as you. But and by the way, Todd, I mean that sincerely.
Yes.
But I think, look, maybe they can pull it off because like Masters, let's be honest, it's known, but it's not like massively well known. It's just on it has the right balance of like known and unknown, where if they do it right, they can bring in the nostalgia crowd like us, but it's still unknown enough that they can resell it to a younger audience who may not be familiar with it. Something like Star Wars or Star Trek may not be the case. I mean, the fact is that pretty much the younger fans who are watching, who are Twitter trying to market to, they're watching One Note. Or
so that's the thing. It's going to bring in the nostalgia people. Period. Fine, but you're not going to get new people unless it's good.
Yeah, I know.
Unless it's entertaining, unless it's fun, unless it's something what people want to go see. But if it's only being made for nostalgia, it's going to bomb.
See, that's the other thing. That's the other point, which is something I think a lot of people are starting to rediscover. Making good entertainment, making good stuff, be it movies, books, comic books, whatever, is really, really hard. And I think a lot of people have just kind of like leaned on basically franchises for the longest time. They think, oh, it's Star Wars, oh, it's Marvel, oh, it's this or that. The fans will show up, just shove it out the door. It's product. No, not really. It's the stuff at the shit has to be good. Otherwise, it's just shit. So I don't know. I mean, look, I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm hoping that it's. Well, that's the thing is that look, I have a bit of the Dolph Lundgren movie. I remember seeing that in the theaters as a kid, and supposedly it was actually one of Frank Langella's favorite movies. He played Skeletor. And then like this is a guy who was he acted with Jane Russell and like other golden age Hollywood types. But so he's a legit thespian. But playing Skeletor apparently was one of his favorite roles because apparently it was a movie his kids could watch. But it's funny, if you watch that movie, if you study the story behind like the 80s movie, it's actually pretty funny because it was done by Canon Films. Like the same guys that did pretty much every one of those cheesy 80s action movies that you can think of, pretty much like especially like Death Wish. They were the ones behind that, and they basically ran out of money about like 3/4 of the way through, which is why like the last act is so rushed because they didn't have any money, and apparently they held. The story goes that they held the cast party, like the premiere party for it in a parking garage. It was supposed to be like ironic, but it turns out they did it because they couldn't afford anything better. So who knows? I mean, maybe these guys will pull it off. I mean, and from what I can tell, they got the casting right. That's like the guy looks like Adam.
Oh yeah, they look great. A lot of the characters look really good. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I'm just curious to see how they do Tila, because that's, oddly enough, that's the character that they've always had the most trouble with in recent adaptations. Anyway, so listen, I got some stuff to show you.
Okay, well, we'll get to you eventually then. Right now, we're going to talk about something else.
All right, well, then I'm going to go mute and listen to you guys bother that I don't care about.
Good deal. Perfect. So, I sent this article.
I'm also going to watch the
Why is he still talking? What is going on here?
Because it annoys you, and I'm.
All right, so I shared this article with the guys. Apparently, DC is going to do a facsimile edition for Dark Knight Returns coming out in February. And both Jim Lee and Frank Miller have done new variant covers. And
yeah,
we need to talk about how bad this. What?
Do you need glasses, Andrew? Is that what?
So we're looking at this image of Batman. Now, Todd, is Batman falling to the ground? Is he on his knees and you're looking down onto him? Or what the fuck are we looking at? And by the way, I'm in the car and I had just sent this image to you guys, this article to you guys, and I'm thinking about this image and I go, wait a minute. If you are bending your back to the point where you can see the soles of your shoes on your back, would not the heels of your shoes be touching your back? Does that look like the heel of his shoes?
Yeah, those are the treads. I
know it's the treads, but which way is the heel?
I mean, whatever.
I'm serious. Which way is the heel?
The heels would have to be touching his ass, yeah.
Right. Can we tell which way? Todd, what the hell is this, man? I'm literally frightened.
MK says WTF is that, and then AI betrayed them. I mean, to be fair, if Frank was using AI, it would be better.
Who gets into a position where their arms are spread behind them?
Look, it's
the heels of their feet.
It is better. It is a better
Stop.
drawing than his.
Don't even finish that statement.
No.
Don't finish that statement. Don't say this is better than anything out there.
Listen, it's better than his Wolverine drawing. Here's the thing. Clearly, Frank Miller does not give a shit about comic books anymore. Okay, that is okay. He doesn't give a shit. At this point, he has done a number of covers in this style, and they're god awful terrible. But they're still paying him to do covers.
Todd, when he was drawing this picture, which, by the way, his feet and legs would have to be on top of the it's not the cowl, it's the cape. The cape goes down his shoulders. The feet go up above his back, but the cape is still flowing.
Yeah, I know.
The cape is literally flowing. Todd, hold my hand. I can't look at this image and think rational thoughts anymore. Please hold my hand. Please, I need you to hold my hand. Please calm me down. I can't. Did he draw? I mean, he drew the face first, of course. Then he drew the chest and the shoulders and the arms. And then he drew the cape. And then he said, well, what do I do with the feet? Let's fold them over and put them on his back. Todd, please help me.
Mm-hmm.
Please help me. I'm losing my faith.
I don't understand why they keep paying him. I mean, I know he's Frank Miller, but you know, he clearly doesn't give a shit anymore, and that's okay. You know, I don't know why he continues. I am convinced, and I could be wrong, but I am more and more convinced that, you know, he went through an illness, and I think it probably nearly killed him. I think it was very close, and I would like to believe that this is not a choice, that this is sort of what he is able to do.
You know those Todd Knock covers where all it is the character's face? And I absolutely detest those.
Okay, does he have grandkids that wanted side gigs? I don't think he has kids.
Had Frank Miller just drawn Batman's face, I would have been okay with it.
Yeah, you know,
the only way to explain this drawing, and I'm going to do it for Frank, Batman is in a hurry. He throws on his costume, okay? He's got the chest, he got the gloves, he's got the cowl. He didn't have time to put his boots on. So he strapped his boots over his shoulder and jumped off the building with his boots dangling behind him.
Yeah, I mean,
that's it. That explains the image.
I think the problem is that, like, I guess my problem is, like, I understand wanting him to do a cover because they're trying to make more money off of Batman: The Dark Knight Returns. Fine, I get that, but like, I don't understand giving him this cover knowing how he's going to draw, because he can't do it anymore. Like,
I can't understand how DC is actually publishing this cover.
Because it's Frank Miller. I mean, here's my point. They paid him for this. Like, they saw the Wolverine and they saw the Deadpool and they saw the other ones he's done in the last couple of years, and they said, yeah, we want more of that. Like, he probably got paid like 15, 20K for this. Like, he's not like getting $100 a page. Like, this is like tens of thousands of dollars for this cover, and it doesn't look like he used pencil. Let's see Jim Lee's. See, I don't even like Jim's.
Yeah, I'm not a big, huge fan of it, but
like, why would you pick the most boring pose ever? Like, oh, he's putting the helmet on in the tank. I get that, but like, that's a really boring. I mean, granted, Jim Lee draws amazing action shots all the time.
Yeah, why is this not an action shot then?
But why would this one not be an action shot? It's freaking Dark Knight Returns. Did you ever see the initial page to Dark Knight Returns that Frank Miller discarded?
No.
You should Google it really quick and then share that and be like, why didn't they put that as the cover? Just look for, unpublished Frank Miller Dark Knight Returns. It's a splash page. It was like the initial splash page. And if you can't find it, I'll find it for you. Because that is something that should have been the cover. It's from the same time period. It's dope. And it's like, and most people have not seen it. Have you found it?
Yeah, hold on.
MK says, so if I'm not being betrayed by Google, his last piece at auction for Batman Dark Knight Returns #3, Joker's death, went for $500,000. Yeah. Yes, that should have been the cover. That is the unpublished splash, the very first page for Dark Knight Returns. And Frank Miller looked at that and said, nah, that ain't cool enough. Look how sick that is.
Yeah.
That is incredible. That should have been the cover. Bring this piece back. Pay him a cover rate. Just pay him the cover rate. Just put this back on. Look how good that is.
I wonder who has this now.
I don't know.
It's apparently it's up for auction. Minimum bid $5,000, but
well, it said auction ended. This was up
Oh,
for auction.
This may be an old one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Can you read the history of it?
Let's see. Frank
No,
Miller.
not the description. Go down below. Auction details.
Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns #1, unused splash page #1, original art from DC Comics 1986. Comic book series didn't get much more influential than The Dark Knight Returns, so an almost unseen and unused page from that series would have to be the real treasure. And to it, this is what this that it was proposed original title page for the series, and that it featured Batman atop a giant statue, and you get a gotta have it kind of piece. And as announced at Comic Collector #8, this mini-series was originally going to be written, penciled, and inked by Frank Miller himself at an early stage of the famed project. This page was created as the series opening splash, but it was subsequently replaced once the ultimate format was decided upon, although Janson is credited. It is our belief that this page is entirely in Miller's hand. It's a stunner from a game-changing key series in the history of the comics. As rendered twice upscale, it is with white paint highlighting over the graphite in the Bristol board, with an image area of 11.75 by 17.75. There is production registration tape in the margins of the tone board in very good condition.
Yeah. Why not use that as the cover and publish it?
Yeah, well,
I don't think DC knows anything. I don't think they know anything. Like, why would you not? That is the cover. Like, you have a piece, the one page that was never used, and you could have had that as a cover. That is a collectible cover, because that is an unused page that people know about, and it could be on the cover, and it would tie the whole series together. And they were like, no, let's have Frank do something else.
the fact that they had Frank do anything is kind of dumb.
And they're going to have like 30 different variant covers, right?
Well, they're already showing off. There's a blank variant, and there's going to be a variant of the original, and I just hate this.
Do you think it's going to sell?
Oh, I'm sure there's going to be people out there buying it. Absolutely. But good God,
It's too much, man.
these people need to quit beating up on Frank Miller, you know?
Well, to beating up on him, he's getting paid, dude. Like,
Yeah,
He's
I'm
getting
sure
paid.
he is, but
he's getting paid. He got paid probably more for that image than you made at a comic shop all last year. So
Todd,
somebody's getting something from somebody. You know what I mean?
Todd,
What?
Frank Miller is the Picasso of comic art.
Yes.
His imagery has gotten worse and worse, and people are paying him to shit on a piece of paper.
Yes. Yeah, that is actually a very fair assessment. I think that is actually a really good assessment. You know,
Thank you. Thank
he's
you.
basically shitting on paper, and the price stays the same. So why work hard? And he doesn't. Again, I'm gonna just say it. I don't think he cares anymore.
Yeah. Which really hurts in the fact that I don't know if this is ultimately going to tarnish his legacy in comics, but new people coming into the industry that are not like, I doubt they like this. I doubt they find this appealing at all.
Well, I don't think. I think a lot of it, and this is totally just me making stuff up, but I think a lot of it comes from. I think a lot of it comes from when you remember when he almost got canceled over the Batman story where he beat after 9/11. What's it called? Terror,
yeah,
whatever
Holy
it was.
Terror, whatever
Holy Terror.
it was.
Yeah, do you remember he almost got canceled because long story short, 9/11 happens and he decides to do a Batman story where Batman goes over to like I don't know, like the Middle East and beats up a bunch of terrorists.
Yeah.
Really simple, really stupid. Clearly, just he's a New Yorker. He's just trying to like vent his stuff, and people in the comic industry went apeshit. They called him Islamophobic. I mean, they tore him up. Like he almost lost everything over this, and I think that kind of did him in, where he's just like, you know what, fuck you, right? Like since then he has done the 180. Like he has done, and I'm not commenting on politics necessarily. I'm talking about mindset. He did like a Black Lives Matter poster. He did a bunch of stuff, and I think a lot of it is just like, you know what, he's hit that age where he knows he has a really good legacy, and he's trying to keep that legacy. And there's already, he's already gonna like these people are never gonna let that go. Like when he passes, there's gonna be a controversy on holy terror, blah blah blah, because these certain people in the comic industry never let that shit go. Yeah. So yeah. I don't think he cares. I really think he's just like, you're gonna pay me, all right. I'm not gonna spend 2 seconds on it because I don't give a fuck about this industry anymore. I think he pulled an Alan Moore, where Alan Moore just refused to work in comics anymore. Frank Miller is like, if you want to pay me, I'll do something, but I'm not doing anything for you.
Yeah.
I still think, and I could be completely wrong, he has been talking about working on another book for years, like a Sin City book. I would be shocked. Maybe not. Again, there's only 2 answers to this art question. He either does not have the ability to do better because of health reasons, right? Or
possibility.
Or he's just giving a fuck you to the comic industry and doesn't give a fuck. And the answer is in whatever book he puts out next from him, like where he drew it, if he does it, right? Supposedly he's been working on a that book for years.
They started that whole Frank Miller Presents comic line, remember?
Hold on. Let me finish. If he ever decides to release the last Sin City book or whatever, if it's in the Sin City style, you're gonna know that this was a big fuck you to the mainstream comic industry. If it's in this style, then you're like, okay, Frank doesn't have it anymore.
Right.
That's it.
I don't think we're gonna get an answer to that question. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, you don't think he's gonna make it?
I don't think there's gonna be anything new produced by him, because remember there was that whole line of Frank Miller Presents comics that went nowhere.
Well, why was that? Because he didn't draw it.
No, he didn't.
His writing is great. I mean, he wrote RoboCop 2. Like, he wrote Big Guy and Boy Robot, right? But yes. He's done a lot of writing, and that's great. But what he's known for is writing and drawing. And so if he doesn't want to draw the book, it's not going to sell as much as if he writes it. No one gives a fuck about Ronin 2 drawn by Pop Man. I'm sorry. Like, Pop Man's a great artist. Super talented. But, like, no one gives a fuck.
That wasn't who drew it.
Wasn't it Pop Man?
Yeah. I thought it was you.
No, it was not Leonel Yu.
No? Okay.
You don't even know.
Yeah, I know. And I've got a couple of the issues. Never read them.
And I'm like, oh, they came out? Point being is that nobody gives a shit. Like, that's not what it's about.
No, the art was by Philip Tan.
Philip Tan. Okay.
Oh, yeah. How embarrassing for us.
Well, they all draw the same.
He's a very pretty artist, but
huh?
He's a very pretty artist. I guess there were 4 issues in the series. I only ever saw like 2 of them.
It looked great. But like, it's not Frank Miller, so it's not going to sell.
Yeah, I don't think they've had any new books in a very long time, at least not in stores.
Yeah.
On the Frank Miller, here, I'll show it to you. On the Frank Miller Presents comic book, the website, there is a Sin City that is shown. Frank Miller Sin City, but I don't think this ever came out.
Milo Manara.
That's the cover by Milo Manara.
Full description coming soon. Yeah, this is the one
that
has not come out yet.
Yeah.
This is the, but that's he is, I mean, I don't know if it'll ever come out, but I do remember him saying that he's been working on a new Sin City book. You know?
Yep. Yep. These are years old at this point. Join our mailing list. 2000. Well, it's just copyright 2026, but that doesn't mean anything if there's nothing
they just
new.
changed the date. That's not a.
Let's check and see if there's any news.
There's no news. They haven't updated that.
There hasn't been any news since 2023, June of 2023.
Right. You update the copyright. You don't update the blog.
Yeah.
And Dan Didio was running this.
Yeah, we're going on 3 years without any new posts.
I wonder if Dan Didio is still talking about it.
No, the last interview with Dan Didio was June of 2023.
Yeah.
That's through almost 2.5 years ago. So.
Yeah. Came and went. They didn't do anything with it.
So very, very sad.
You know, it's not rocket science. I mean, he has to be drawing the book. If you're going to write the book, you're not going to get the Millerverse. Mark Miller can have the Millerverse because Mark Miller is a writer, and he's been doing it for decades, and he can like pull in all the best artists. He manages it like it's a studio type of thing.
Yeah.
Frank Miller is just doing Frank Miller projects, and
he's putting his name on it.
He's putting his name on it.
He's putting his name on it and cashing a check. It's like the George Foreman grill.
Guys,
George Foreman did not create the George Foreman grill.
Hey,
It was like
put his
Dark
name
Knight
on it.
3.
hey, fellas,
Did you read Dark Knight 3?
No.
I mean, it was Adam Kubert, right?
Yeah.
Or Andy? Andy? I always get the brothers confused, but like Andy or Adam, one of the brothers did it.
Yep.
So it's great artwork, but like, did you read it?
Nope.
Yeah.
quick question then. My understanding is that when Frank Miller was working on one of his runs on Daredevil, it got to the point where he literally did just sent in the barest kinds of pencils on his art, and had other basically like literally like stick figures and outlines, and then just had other people fill it in for him using his style. Is that correct? I mean, this is
I don't know if that's true or not, but I know someone who owns an original Frank Miller Daredevil page where, because they were running so late with it, the colorist colored the board. Not just, a photocopy of the image, but actually colored on the board. Yes, he has it, and has a letter with it where it explained why the Frank Miller page, which I believe was inked by Klaus Janson, was colored.
That's probably
they were just running out of running out of time, and it was like, just color the board, and that's what they did.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I don't know if that person still has that page or not, but that one's probably worth a lot of moolah.
It is, yes.
Oh, well. So what's new and happening with Todd in the world of comics and stuff?
I'm looking at Wildcats trilogy.
Why?
Why not?
Okay, whatever.
I have like multiple, like I have a bin of comics right here that are sort of like kind of my older inspirational things. Like I just grab it when I want to look at something cool and get it. And then I have a lounge chair back over here, and next to that I have a box of comics that are all my duplicates. So it's all, and because it's all duplicates of ones I already have, like they're all reader copies, right? But like, because they're duplicates, it's a whole short box full of duplicates. They're all like my favorite books because I bought it more than once. So it's just like a treasure trove of stuff. I just pick one up and start jamming on it. I'm doing good, man. This week, I put out I released the newsletter today. This week has been pretty good. I spent the first half of the week finishing up the Gridzilla app. So it's almost done. I just have to, like, the app is done. I'm just doing final checks, making sure Stripe payments work and all that, and like some of the technical stuff is working. But I'm hopeful that it'll go live on Monday or whenever we get power back.
When did you lose power?
We haven't yet, but there's a huge storm. You're in Florida? Are you aware that
We're supposed to be getting up to 80 degrees on Sunday?
Oh God, no! We're having an ice storm from Georgia all the way to like north.
Yeah, I've heard, yeah. It's there's there's like 1,500 flights delayed. Apparently in New York
Well,
City, they're going to go.
You can come visit Florida anytime you want. We will gladly take you.
Nope. Anyway, so assuming we have power, I'm going to try to get this thing launched on Monday-ish. And it's been saving me a lot of time. I built it primarily so I could work on the WAT files and do all that stuff faster. And it works. It's great. It's helping me a lot. So that first half of the week was on that, and then the second half of the week was working on the WAT files. So I'm back in the flow. I had to redo some of the scripting for this episode, but I got the storyboards, I got the script, and then I'll start doing the videos and editing on Monday. So videos will be Monday, editing will be Tuesday. I should be ready to have it go live on Friday.
Do you remember when you had like 2 or 3 in the can ready
I
to
know,
go, and
man,
you
that
were
was
so
nice.
far ahead, and that was like last month.
And no, it was not last month. But like, yes, but it took a while to learn exactly. Like, I think the WAT files is a great format. It's repeatable. It's got a little bit SEO juice. It ties in adult fantasy. It's fun. It's not like murder for me to do. The character pieces, I still want to continue to do, but I have to pace those out because that's murder. Those things are hard.
Have you thought about changing the name of the channel to the WAT files?
If we'll see how it goes through the rest of the year.
Okay.
But I'm open to it. Like, I don't care. Like, if
because I'll be honest with you, Adult Fantasy HQ is very hard to find. Because when you type in Adult Fantasy, it brings you up a whole list of stuff that ain't you.
Yeah, I know. Well, but I gotta make sure people like it first. Once people like it, if WAT files takes off, then it becomes the WAT files, and then maybe I even migrate the character pieces to
something else. Yeah,
something else.
Yeah, sure. Well, that's exactly what I did with my channel. Misfit Corner Comics, the scam videos blew up, and Misfit Corner Comics became Misfit Corner Scams, and Misfit Corner Comics became a separate thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's how it goes sometimes,
Yeah. I mean, whatever.
MK
works.
says, chop, Todd. Sitting here waiting to watch. I mean, the struggle here is real.
I know, man. I'm trying. And the good news is that because I built a tool and I've kind of figured out a format out that will save time, I should be able to get back at least on the every other week schedule, if not weekly. I'm probably going to stay on I'm going to probably stay. My goal is to stay on the every other week schedule, but get them done weekly so that I can start building up that log again. And one of the things, I don't want to give too much away, but one of the things that we're working on this year for Adult Fantasy are, we've talked about it. Without going into detail of what it's going to be, we've talked about physical, like comic/magazine things.
Right,
so
right.
I really want that to come out this year. And so I've already got it planned out. It's just a matter of doing it. So between, I think the plan for me anyway, is between micro app services and small SaaS products that'll help me make this stuff faster, and the WAT files / YouTube channel, and this third canonical, it's going to be a canonical project that's going to kind of help the canon and the lore, and it's going to push that forward. Those are the 3 buckets that I'm going to be working on 100% this year. So,
right.
And that's it.
MK says he agrees with Drew. In all seriousness, if it hits just like the scams, do it.
Yeah, I will. So, I think it might, but it's a little too early to tell. I will say that like again, the WAT files is I like doing it. The characters are fun. The format is not as stressful, The character.
Well, I tell you what,
pieces-
if you get a year into it and it's 90% what files,
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, here's the thing. Like I'm still going to be doing character pieces. Again, I don't want to get rid of that because I love doing it. But the character pieces, there's a couple of things. One, I know enough about YouTube and how search works. No one's searching for Pink Wasp because no one's heard of it. No one's searching for 4 weird teenagers lost. Like I understand when I do that. Like no one has. Like there's like 3 people on Earth that know what the fuck that's about.
right,
And
right.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't mean you don't do it. It just means you have to understand your own context. But really, the challenge with that is that those character pieces are so fucking difficult. It's so time consuming. I have one for Subdued. I've got one that for Subdued that is written, and I've got the storyboards, and I will. That's probably going to be the next character piece, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to have to do a little bit here and a little bit there, and a little bit here, maybe 1 a quarter, because it's so time consuming.
Right.
And and while fun, like the main job of the YouTube channel is pure signal, right? It's not really meant to be a canonical lore container unless we're actually doing something like an animated show where we're going to do 10 episodes in a season 1 format, which we might do, not this year, right? But we might do that next year. I'd like to do that in like 2027 maybe, right? But it's about getting all this stuff kind of set up and like, okay, we have a broadcast signal with the what files. We have internal broadcast with the email newsletter, stuff like that. So we've got a signal out. We have a way to get people in. They log in. They join the email list. They get the digital comic. They start getting the emails. There's apps that I can use that can be worst case, they support me doing the work. Best case, I make a little extra money on it, like as far as like, because they're SaaS, like it doesn't take anything to add Stripe to it. And then you've got the core project, which is the canon, the main canonical container, right? And that can move forward. So like for this year, the canonical container is going to be these comic objects, and that's all I'll say about that. Maybe next year it's an animated show. A canonical project can be many different things, but you got to just pick one and do it for the year, or at least until it's done. So that's sort of my plan. But yeah, your point is taken, Drew. Like what
Good.
files?
Well, I have 2 things to ask you about.
Yeah.
So tonight, my wife and I were watching the next episode of The Pit on HBO Max. And before it, in order to make the entire thing ad-free, they run like a 3-minute ad at the beginning.
Mhm.
And the 3-minute ad was about moving to Ohio. It was like this young couple got married, had a baby. They were looking for someplace to live, and they moved to Ohio. And it's talking about how wonderful Ohio is. And I'm like, this is a commercial for adult fantasy. Come move here. We have people and I could see aliens in the background, and I could see people playing sports and having superheroes flying through and I could see a AF commercial being made just like this. So if you haven't seen it, you should check it out.
I will. I'll totally check it out.
And number 2, you mentioned Subdued. Did you look into any of that stuff that Doc had sent about Subdued? Only because when I was reading
I did a little bit, but I don't have a way to track. I'd have to dig through the cards.
I honestly think AI made that shit up, dude.
No, I don't.
I think AI made that up.
I don't think so.
No, I think it did.
Hold on.
Because AI makes up stuff sometimes.
It does, but it got everything else correct in that whole thing.
Well, I knew about Eminem buying the.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. Don't spoil. And Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. So nobody's watching. MK's the only one here. MK doesn't care.
Hold. Shush. Hold on. So
we're doing this whole show just for MK.
Yeah,
do you want to share it?
MK would want to know. MK would want to know this. So Doc says, and I'm gonna hold this up in a second. He says, this is very Doc. He says, I was trying to explain Subdued to my wife this morning because I had a weird dream where I was a submarine. That in itself is really fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
I look up on Google and see this very interesting AI summary. So I'm going to read. Andrew, can you read this? Or can you, I forget. Can you make me full screen? Make me full screen.
You can read it.
I will read it. So I'm just going to show you what this says. Okay, this is proof. This is from Google. It's a screenshot, and I'm going to read it. It says, the adult fantasy Subdued, specifically number 130 of 151, is an NFT from the Adult Fantasy Season 1 collection that was purchased by rapper Eminem under the account name Shady Holdings. So apparently Eminem owns one of the Subdued cards. And then it goes down and it gives the accurate collection details. The Adult Fantasy collection features digital art and is described as being developed by a team with experience in IP from brands like Adult Swim, Marvel Entertainment, Cartoon Network. Context: this NFT was part of a broader collection of NFTs acquired by Eminem around late 2021, early 2022, which also included Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs. Availability: the collection is listed on OpenSea. Right? So
Okay.
I think that's pretty cool. Now, I have not looked, and it doesn't mean he still owns it, but we can check. It's all, it doesn't, you can't hide this stuff. You can take
have you been seeing, I've been getting it a lot recently. Well, I get a Gmail, an email from somebody, and AI will summarize the email at the top. And it's like, who the hell asked for this? And
MK says, oh, looking now. Yeah, I was, you'll just have to flip through the cards to find number one. It's number 130 is the card. And the account name is supposed to be Shady_Holdings. But again, who knows if it's true, and who knows if it's, although you can, if he sold it, you can still see that he at least wants to own it. So we'll see. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
I got everything else right.
Yeah, but everything else it got like directly from your website, or from your AI listing, not your AI
I've
listing.
never
your
mentioned
NFT
Eminem
listing.
in anything that I've ever done.
I didn't say the Eminem. Everything else is from your site.
Oh, he says you just put the 130 on the URL. Oh yeah, I guess that would be it. MK, is it true or is it bullshit? It's probably bullshit.
All right, so I picked up a couple of boxes of a collection last week. He says owner.
No. So the problem, I saw that. So here's the issue. Hold on. Let me if I'm looking at it correctly. Hold on, because I saw that, but it's not. The problem is we don't track in traits, we don't track the number like that. So
MK says he minted it. I don't know what that means. So
hold on.
No movement in 4 years, he says.
Hold on.
NFTs are dead, man. I'm sorry.
Hold on. Because I saw this, but I think it's not correct. Hold on.
He says, yes, token number 130.
Yeah, it says token 130. So this is actually, I'm going to have to talk to Flint about this, because this is what I'm talking about here. Hold on, let me share my screen.
Okay.
Because I saw this and I was like, oh, that's weird.
Now you're not going to be sharing anybody's personal details or anything, are you?
No, it's all public, dude.
Okay. Just saying. Remember that time Doc was doing something and
yeah, so here's the problem, MK. It says token 130 up here, right? Which is, you type it in and it pops up. But if you actually look on the card, this is number 3 of 151. Because if you remember, it was the token ID doesn't, we shuffled the cards. So the token ID doesn't necessarily match the serial. Doesn't mean you're wrong, because I have no idea how it would know that, like, Eminem or whatever. I don't know. It's probably incorrect. It's card 130 in the series. Right. That's what I'm kind of thinking. and I don't have a way to track that. Although I could get Flint to figure that out. He has access to that stuff. That's my guess. You could also type in shady_holdings, right? Wouldn't we be able to do that? Yeah, so here he is. Yeah, he's got everything hidden except for his Bored Ape. This is his ape.
How much do we know how many hidden things he has, or?
No, you can't tell how many hidden things he has. There's a... Yeah, but that's his ape. And he didn't mint that. He bought that. I don't know why it says he minted it. I don't know. I might be looking at it weird. Oh, there we go. There we go.
These are all things he owns?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Or at least that ID owns is right.
No, this is his thing, but the problem is like whenever a celebrity account is discovered, people spam the shit out of it. So people just probably flooded his wallet with garbage. I don't see adult fantasy in here. Doesn't mean he doesn't have it. Again, you can hide things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But why would he hide something as beautiful as Subdued, you know?
I know. It's gorgeous. Anyway. Yeah, I don't... I recognize that it's probably not true, but it doesn't matter because the truth is what is online. Perception is reality. I'm taking it. We shall find out.
Oh, well. So this past weekend, one of my regulars brought in a collection of comics. It was 3 boxes worth, and in there was a whole bunch of complete runs of sets of stuff. So I got to make bundle sets, and I loved it. One of the larger ones was a complete set of The Goon by Eric Powell, all the Dark Horse issues. It's issues 1 through 44. Plus
that is awesome, dude.
Plus a bunch of single one-shots. But he also had these 3 books, which were the Avatar Press run of The Goon. There were 3 issues. And only 3 issues from Avatar Press. And turns out number 1's like a $200 book. And the other 2 are possibly $75 books.
That's so cool. What was the trade? Did you trade fair market?
Well, I asked him how much he wanted for the whole collection, and he said $80. And I said, well, I'll give you a little bit more and give you some credit as well. Now I feel bad and I need to give him some more credit. So.
No, you don't. No, what?
No, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Deal is a deal, dude.
Yeah, I know. But he didn't know what he had in there, and I didn't know what he had in there. So I'll make him happy. And that way he keeps bringing stuff to me and to nobody else. You see how that works? But yeah.
Oh, filter by Subdued, then character edition. Oh yeah, that would have worked. 130. It's 1855. Hey, Richard.
Hey, Richard. How's it going? Richard says, good evening, gentlemen. I hope all is well. He didn't say good evening, gentlemen, and Andrew.
Well, he doesn't care about you.
That's usually what he says. So.
Yeah, he doesn't care about you.
He says, hope all is well. Todd, have seen the AI-generated Amelia or Amelia? Not sure what that is. MK says, owned by 6XYZ and the
Ponderer and DCOM. Okay, I know DCOM.
Okay.
Wallet holders, but now 6. Okay, so we're just you know what, MK? The blockchain lies. Google's correct.
I told you that Google is all made up.
You can't trust the blockchain.
Wasn't
Google
the whole reason
AI
to have a blockchain is because it was something that couldn't be, it was honest and truthful and couldn't be adjusted and
It is no,
safe and secure and nobody can mess with it?
totally not true.
And you're saying now people lie.
I am saying that the blockchain is incorrect.
Okay, I hear you. Oh, you poor baby. You hate it when somebody bursts your bubble, don't you?
No, I don't care at all. It doesn't bother me at all.
Well, I really don't have anything else to share tonight, comic-wise. The collection had a whole bunch of like mini series, like Black Hammer mini series, a whole bunch of stuff that easily could be bundled and put out for cheap.
I got something. Hold on.
Yeah, what's that?
Because you're
Oh.
gone, man. That's not cool. Hold on. You can't.
I
you
did
can't
have
go on
something
like
that somebody
this.
traded in. Todd, this you might get a kick out of this.
All right, you do that, and then I'll.
This is the Jack Kirby's Secret Six or Secret City Saga #0 from Topps Comic from 1993. This is a white pages copy. It's got a really cool cut. This is like it's like an ash can, but it's a full size ash can.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But the cover is by Walter Simonson, and this is a 9.8, and it literally means absolutely nothing. I don't know why somebody graded this, but they did. But I got it as part of a trade, and I'm not even sure what to put on it.
That's cool.
One of those things where, yeah, it's cool, but it's not worth anything. So
Here, I'm going to turn my camera off for just a second, just so I can get this.
please
thing.
do. We're tired of looking at it.
Yeah, I know. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me get this thing for you. I think you'll appreciate this.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
What
Do you
is
know
it?
what this is?
Hold on a second. Let me look closer. It looks like a cardboard box.
Ready for this?
We're ready. Oh, no way. Wow, you sure did get that quickly, didn't you?
What do you mean? It was like 6 months.
No way. I thought
I
you
ordered it in
just-
June.
Oh, I thought it was just done like in December.
Yeah, what's in the box?
We were talking about it in like December, weren't we?
Yes, because it was supposed to come. Like originally, it was supposed to be here in like November.
Right.
But then when the tariff stuff happened, they weren't sure what was going. Like a lot of the Chinese logistics got screwed up. But it got here like right after Christmas.
And we're just now seeing it. What the hell?
Richard says taught us on Bill Whittle's YouTube channel. I'm gonna screen cap that, Richard. I'll look at it after. I haven't seen it yet. Cool. What's that, Andrew?
I'm just saying, if you got it right after Christmas and you're now only just now talking to us about it.
Well, I have to enjoy it before I share it. Look at this.
Of course. It's very nice.
So if you want, you can put me full screen, and I'll.
Do I want to?
All right.
Share.
Let me I'm gonna tilt this down a little bit. There we go. So it also came with like a nice little bookmark thingy. But look at that.
That's pretty.
Oh God. There we go.
Is the sound effects there? Spoke?
I
Or
don't know.
spack? Whatever.
So what's crazy is he actually did all of the story. He did the writing, the penciling, the inking. The only thing he didn't do is the letters.
Right.
Look at that.
Do we have any idea who has these original pages right now?
He does. He never sold them.
Well, he's dead, so
His mom.
I'm go back to the original question. Do we know who has these original pages now?
His mother. It's his family. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He apparently, from what I read when they were talking about that, like I guess he was like a heavy smoker.
Yeah.
But he had all of the Body Bags pages in like manila folders. So they were actually preserved pretty well, whereas some of his newer stuff had like smoke stains on it or whatever.
Oh wow.
Look how clean that is.
Yeah, that is pretty.
Isn't that awesome? And Andrew, so like, like not only, I mean, these pages would sell for a fortune now because they're just like, it's such a classic book. But what's interesting about this book is that it's all of the Body Bags. So it's not just, and when I say all, I mean all. Like it's not just the first 4 issues.
Okay.
Right. So this is book 3. And then here's book 3 still, like classic stuff, right?
Yep.
I mean, I have these pages memorized. But then like once you get past issue number 4.
Yeah. Did the pages get smaller?
Yes. So
he just started working on smaller boards?
So these were the Blank Noir pages. The Blank Noir pages were the Gaijin Studio pages. And they started going smaller so they could hit their deadlines a little better.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So these are smaller pages, right? Which is interesting because you can actually tell in the published work, it feels smaller.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I always wondered, like, it was
why would they want to go smaller? I don't understand that.
Because it's a smaller area to draw.
Yeah, but I don't want to go smaller. I'd want to go bigger, you know?
You have drawn more pages than they have. But here's the thing. Now you're getting into his other work. This is the stuff you like, Andrew, when he got a little more cartoony.
Yep.
And this, he went back to full size. And you can tell, like, he's got some, like, yellowing at the top. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. See it.
Yeah, like, stained at the top there. But this is, like, his animated style.
Yep.
And he was really, in my opinion, just hunting. I think Body Bags damn near killed him. Like, when I look at those Body Bags pages, they're so perfect. Because he inked the books as well, and they're inked perfectly.
Yeah.
Like when you look at these pages up close, there's nothing there. Like there's no whiteout. Like they are perfect pages. And like the ink lines, the brush lines on them are like he's a pro inker. It's crazy. So I think he was having problems with deadlines, and so he started doing this style where he's like, well, what if I just draw and I'm not worried about the
inking or
the inking,
filling in the blacks, and
he just was leaving it all up to the colorist, which is fine. It's not my favorite stuff. My favorite stuff are those first 4 issues and that 1999 issue, but it's still really cool. And what's interesting is he got back to so, and it's so crazy too because like I'm looking at this and like I can't tell. I mean, it's ink, but sometimes it's hard to tell if it's ink or pencil. Like it's really like strong. It's just clean.
Now, were those ever finished pages?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe this got published, but we're about to get into some of the non-published stuff. So like
Which story was that? Can you tell?
He didn't put the title on here, but I've seen this. I can't remember. It's in the. Let me see. Three the Hard Way.
Okay.
I think that's it. They always have these things like, oh, page 145 is this, but there's no page numbers.
Right.
So there's Body Bags 3 the Hard Way and Body Bags One Shot, and then the unpublished work is in the back.
Right.
Which I'm going to show you. So these were all published, and then he got in. This was 3 the hard way, and then the next one was the one shot. Yeah, Body Bags one shot. Now this is pencil. It's his classic. I know it's really hard to see. I'm sorry, but like,
It's all right. It's all right.
like you can't really tell, but like this is like super detailed backgrounds,
right.
right? Look at that. But like it's I'm pretty sure it's just pencil. But it's gorgeous. Like it's still in the animated style, kinda, but it's more of his. It's more detail. Like he's really going in there with his details, right? And I think he was adding the blacks in the computer. I'm not really sure, or he might not have even done that. It might have just been pure colorist. But it's like, I don't know if you can tell, but the level of detail in these pages is much bigger.
Yeah, your camera sucks, so we really can't see that.
I'm sorry. Well, it's also pencil, so it's like kind of hard to tell. Here, let me do this.
I can't tell if that's pencils or inks. It looks like it might be inks.
It looks like, to me, it
Or
looks
if
like
it's inks,
this was the story. I was like, I can't tell. I don't know. I think it's pencil, but it might be ink. I really can't tell.
That style reminds me of the style that he did for the Astonishing X-Men.
Yes.
Remember where he only did like 2 issues because he couldn't finish the damn thing?
Yeah. And but here's the thing. So this one's in this style, this pencil. I'm going to just call it pencil style, even though it might be ink. It probably is ink. It's super good. And I don't remember ever seeing that. And then the really cool thing is he was working on Body Bags 2, which was the official sequel. And that's when he passed away. And so this is the one shot still. Yeah, so here's Body Bags 2. And this he was pencil, like it's clearly pencil.
Right, right.
Like, I don't know if I can say.
How much of that series did he finish?
Few pages, not much.
Oh, okay.
Well, I shouldn't say that. Few pages. He did 20, maybe. Let me see. How many pages did he do? 7. He did about 2 issues, almost full 2 issues. But it was all pencil. It wasn't inked. Like it's all over the place. Like some of it, like this, is ink, and then some of it is like just really detailed pencil. Yeah, it's really kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
But and then in the back are the
original covers,
Michael
Bolden
covers. Yeah. And these are great. And then you've got the actual covers, like the Body Bags cover, the 1999 Dark Horse Presents cover.
Yep.
Bunch of other covers I'd never seen before. Super cool. Interestingly enough, and I'm sure they had to like edit some stuff out. Yeah, just like random stuff. Check that out. Classic.
Oh yeah, I've seen both those images.
Yeah, classic. I love that style so much.
Like you can tell on the soles of her feet which one's the heel and which is the rest of the foot.
Yes, he did it. He did it the appropriate way. I love the style so much. That angular style. It's like angular organic. I love it so much.
Yep.
It's just he was a master at it. Now what's interesting is what's not in here, and what I remember when I was at the studio and I got to hang with him a little bit. What's interesting is that I saw the original sketches. Like the way he would do this is I've got the actual pages. Like basically I've got the template on the pages, but basically what he would do is he would draw it on a small, like a small sheet, right? Like he would draw it on like a small sheet, like almost like thumbnails. Like the page would be about this big, right?
Yeah.
Like on an 8.5 by 11, shrunk down, and it's really great because you can draw it small and you can get your layout and you get everything. What was interesting about him when I saw this, and this is just there it is, it's just
this is one of the pages from the one shot.
Yeah.
And if you saw it in yours, there's no black at all. Yeah.
Right. So he was just inking it, and then he was probably he probably did all the blacks in Photoshop or something.
Yeah.
Because that's really cool.
There's just a couple of preview pages that are on Amazon right now.
Yeah, so it was probably inks, and then he just filled it in. Yeah. So, but what's interesting is, so he would draw these really small, right? Like on an 8.5 by 11, and you do that so you can sketch it out, you can get your layout, you can really figure out the page. At least in my memory, when he showed them to me, they looked like finished pages.
Right.
Like he drew them, and they were inked. Like he drew them super tight, and he inked them this big, and then blew it up and did it on the page, right? So he was effectively drawing the page twice, like fully, like not just sketch to final, like sketch it, ink it small, and then blow it up, sketch it, ink it big, right? The pages are brilliant, but I think it killed him. Like I think it really, like he never drew in that style again. Like up to that point, he was drawing in that style for
yeah, here's a preview of The Hard Way.
Yeah.
Those pages.
Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah, like this
Same
page
thing.
here.
Same thing. There was no that didn't exist. There's no blacks.
Yeah.
So is he just doing the blacks in
most
Photoshop?
likely?
Or is he wait. Go back to the sample. I wonder. Yeah, okay. Here's what I bet he's doing. I think what you saw, and I'll look again, but I think that might be it's either pencil or just inked on the outline, but then he's inking in Photoshop.
Probably.
Right?
Well, we know when Brian Stelfreeze did that one about Daymen, where in the black areas he filled it in, he just dropped a checker, like that he had actually drawn himself.
Yeah.
Where he just scratched it all in and just dropped it in there instead of coloring it all in black.
Yeah.
The entire the entire series was done that way, where all the black areas were just hatch lines that he had done.
Mm-hmm. And
he just dropped them in, He used a lot of, actually, I should look and see, give you guys an example of what it is I'm talking about. But let me see if I can get an example of it here. Oh, come on. Everything wants to go slow right now. Let's see. Open image in a new tab. There we go. That'll be better. Okay. This is from the pen and ink version of the book that they did. They did a black. It was like black and white, and all the black areas where you can see here, like this whole area is black. He just dropped a black where it was scratched.
Is that Stealth-Freeze?
Yeah, this is Stealth-Freeze.
Really?
Yeah, all the black areas have the exact same pattern in it.
I don't think I've ever seen this.
No, you haven't seen it?
What book is
Daymen?
this?
Daymen. It's about a guy who's like he's like the who is the guy that took care of Dracula when he was sleeping?
Oh, yeah, I know. I mean,
Renfield.
Mhm.
Yeah. So this character is like a Renfield. He works for like a mob a vampire mob family, and they take care of him during the day while they sleep. And yeah. Oh wait a minute. Here's some.
I don't think I've ever seen the series.
Yeah.
When did this come out?
Oh, years ago. Stupid ad. But you see how all the blacks.
Mm-hmm.
He had a sheet of black
Right.
with like white streaks through it, and he just dropped it and filled in the pages.
Yeah.
But I guess that's a good way of saving time.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Oh,
All
yeah.
the blacks were that way. I don't know. I mean, it was a creative, artistic thing, but to me, I think it would have been better if it was all just straight blacks. Because sometimes those lines are very distracting. You know? They're not always going in the right direction, or at least that's what it seems to me.
Fascinating.
Yeah. I'm surprised you weren't aware of this series.
I've never seen it.
Okay,
I was
well,
completely unaware. I don't know when it came out. I'm looking at it now. It came out in 10 years ago.
Yep.
Well, it looks, those lines, I see why he did it. It looks great in color. It gives it a little bit of action. I don't think it's a copy paste job. I think he just like had it on a separate layer and just like scribbled, because they all have different action lines in there.
I'm trying to get an example page in color.
You want me to, I have it right up.
No, I got it. I got one. Yeah, see, it's not like in the jacket area where there's the lines. You really don't see them that much to care about them.
You gotta show a bright color image.
Here's the one we're just looking at. You see those little lines in the dark really don't distract from it, but in black and white, you know, it's just annoying to me. But that's how he artistically did it, and you know he's a master, so I really can't.
You know,
he's
got to experiment. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, look. Regardless, like it looks like it allowed Stealth-Freeze to do 8 issues.
Right.
Like 8 issues for Stealth-Freeze is pretty hardcore. You know.
Yeah. I think there were 2 series actually.
Really?
All right, well, guys, I hate to do this to you all, but I think we're done talking and we got to wrap up because I got to run.
Yeah, I never got to show my photos.
All right, you show your photos. I'll leave it.
No,
I'll be back
no.
in a minute.
No, Andrew.
I've got to go.
You know what,
I'll
guys?
be back in a second.
Well,
I'll let Zach talk.
I'll
Oh, I
show.
see. Go. He has to go to the bathroom.
I'll show him next week, guys. It's fine. All right, I'll show him next week. I mean, it's gonna take longer than 10 minutes.
Andrew just had to go. He's been drinking too much water. How you doing, Zach?
I'm okay. I'm I kind of tuned out once you guys started talking
Good.
about.
That's what Nerd Done's supposed to be about. You just turn it on and tune out. That's what we want to hear.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, don't worry about it. There's nothing really interesting in the photos. I mean, it's just a bunch of usual comic book convention stuff.
Cool. Well, we're still live. I can't turn the thing off because Andrew just like had to run to the bathroom.
You know what? Fine. I'll show you. All right.
Well, I can't share. I don't have it's.
I'm sharing screen. I'm sharing my screen right now.
Yeah, but it's I.
Like y'all, you seem like such a dictator, where I don't let anybody else talk about anything else that I don't want to talk about, and it's true most of the time. But when I'm an old man, so when I say I got to go, I got to go.
Well, I didn't
okay?
know. I thought you were talking about just leave. You didn't say I got to go number one.
Well, I was
You
going
get-
to
guys.
just, I was going to cancel the show and just go and be done. But Zach wanted to share something, so I was giving him an opportunity to. And then I left and didn't share a screen.
Do you see my screen now?
We see your screen now.
Okay, this is what I saw when I drove about 2 hours to the RP Center in beautiful Lakeland, Florida. And I'll breeze right through it because we only got 10 minutes. So yeah, He-Man battle, He-Man shit, Godzilla shit. Whatever this is shit.
Wait, you can't call it shit because you took photos of it. It looks great. That's a cool booth.
Okay,
I'm
so
not sure who it is, but yeah.
whatever this is, stuff. I have no idea who this is.
That's a Sonic character, I believe.
Like this really cool naked titty stuff.
Okay.
There were a lot of independent authors there, which makes sense because you guys mentioned yesterday when we spoke about it, this is the sort of con that where people like that would probably do better because it's cheap enough to get in without breaking the bank, so you can possibly turn a profit. I spent some time speaking with this guy, and he gave some good advice, which I'm still ruminating on.
What was just out of curiosity? What was his advice?
Go to cons to sell books. Short version.
Mm.
So I'm thinking about it. This guy. This was Artist Alley. I don't know who this is, but I like the art style. Another artist. No idea who this is, but I like the art style. I honestly, guys, I judge Artist Alley guys on how well they draw women, and this guy draws them really well.
Sure.
I have no idea why I took this photo. Another independent author, another independent comic book drawer. There are a lot of indie publishers in Artist Alley.
That's pretty cool.
And the sense I got is that a lot of these guys, when Diamond went under, it really hurt these guys, hurt a lot of these guys because they some of them I've spoken to, they still haven't gotten back a lot of their inventory, and they know they're not gonna get it back. And these are all people who are basically like working part time and on a shoestring budget, so they're hurt. So fuck Diamond, fuck those guys. Oh yeah, this is another indie author. I'm probably gonna try and get this book. Yeah, so this is interesting. This is the author, and I missed didn't get the artist in there. But yeah, so the guy on the left wrote the book, and the guy on the right, who I cut off, he drew the covers.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Every time you go to one of these cons, there's always at least one table selling prop weapons. Shitty swords, shitty hand stamped swords that are even though they're not sharpened, they're still deadly weapons because they're really freaking heavy. And by the way, yeah. So yeah, I think if you went downtown while carrying a battle axe in one hand, even in Florida, you might like raise some eyebrows with the local law enforcement. It's just not done even here. Yeah, this is the I took a photo of this because it kind of made me like nostalgic for my trips to Japan. You see these things everywhere in Japan. Well, not everywhere, but pretty common. Like little vending machines that sell little tchotchkes. Good way to get another. So I think this is like a role playing game about steampunk zombies. I did it because I like the art. This guy, cosplayer. I like, kind of like steampunk Indiana Jones Ghostbusters. Yeah, this is odd. These are all like vintage Star Wars figurines, and this is like this is literally the only booth in the entire place that was literally behind a cage, because these things are valuable apparently. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, like I remember having those as a kid and like just throwing them around the room. If I know them back then, what I know now, I never would have taken them out of the box. More of that. More stuff I like because I like the art. More prop short stuff. I mean, those are all foam, by the way. I think if you actually made like a weapon of that out of metal, like half the kids there wouldn't be able to lift it. More cool stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah, I like this. I mean, there are a couple of guys like this. Like guys who are like obviously disabled, and like they kind of like they made it work. So this guy's in a wheelchair, but he
That's awesome.
he made it work for himself. So props to them. Plus, the 60s era Batman and and Batgirl. Nostalgia. More. Apparently there's a Central Florida Ghostbusters Society. Who knew?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Lakeland Ghostbusters. We're ready to believe you. Exterminate. Can I just say that the only character out of all of Doctor Who that I like are the Daleks, because their attitude towards the rest of humanity mirrors my own.
I knew you were gonna say that.
And there's like Florida R2 builders. These guys show up at every con. Kiddies love them. More Star Wars stuff. And this was literally the only dedicated comics book retailer at the Central Florida Comic Con. So really, why do they call it Comic Con? Why don't they just call it Central Florida whatever con?
Pop Culture Con.
We got cool shit con.
Whatever con doesn't roll off the lips like Comic Con does.
Yeah, but Andrew, you may mention that I texted you guys saying that there were no slab books here.
Yep.
Then I saw this.
Yep.
So yeah, he had them, but they were like really out of sight. I couldn't get closer looks to them, so I hope you can see them. But yeah, they're apparently not 9s and above. I don't know if that's actually worth anything, but you would probably know better than me.
Nothing I'm looking for. So
yeah, sorry. So I pulled out a few books out of the boxes just to show you that they actually had comic books there.
that's good.
Then I remember the days back in the day when Storm had a mohawk. I thought that was really cool when I was a kid. Yeah, that was from the box labeled like Marvel 70s, I think. Not sure who's drawing it though. Anyway, that's all I got. So
Okay.
Awesome, man. Good stuff.
let me. How do I?
Andrew will do it.
Please stop it. Okay, thank you. Thanks. Sorry. I mean, I don't. Not a lot there to boast about. I mean, it was. Look! It was a mid-sized Comic-Con in Lakeland, Florida. So I mean, don't expect fireworks, but it was fun. I enjoyed
Well,
it.
good.
I saw a lot of interesting stuff, and then I drove home. I probably won't go again because it's like a 2-hour drive. And according to the Florida Comic-Con scheduling, there's currently there's a con this week in I don't remember. Yeah, shit, I don't remember. It's 4 hours. It's 4 hours from here. It's near Miami. Fort Myers.
I can remember when I first had copies of Hero published. and was looking for cons to go to. I was literally going to websites that had lists of Comic Cons, and I just went one down after the other, seeing if they had space available, knowing nothing about the shows, and requesting information on how much it costs to get a table.
Yeah.
And just going wherever I could find.
Well, apparently, this one, you know, I actually looked into it. They were waitlisted for tables by the time it opened.
Yeah, well,
You know, there's a lot of creators out there now.
They really
Yep.
are.
I mean, I hate to say it, you know, the big two, they're not exactly lighting the world on fire nowadays. At least as far as I can tell, but you probably know.
well,
better.
we're still in talks about getting a table at Heroes Con, even if we don't set up, but having a table and someplace to rendezvous at. You know,
Mhm.
put out some free samples and give out some free stuff. You know,
All right, when is Heroes Con?
June,
All right.
second weekend in June.
No promises. I will try to make it up there.
That'd be awesome.
Well, I'll be buying me and Todd's tickets soon, very soon. So,
All right.
and I don't think Mike's coming. I don't think Mike's going to be able to go. So that's all right. He's going to go with me one day down to MegaCon, and that'll probably be it this year for us.
That's all right.
You know, unless we decide to
And
go to New
Wagme, I
York.
think Wagme's going to be at MegaCon, so I can say hi.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out for him.
Yeah.
All right, well, guys, it's the my ass is turned back into a pumpkin, so it's time to go. But it's good talking to you guys. I hope you all have a safe rest of your week. And Todd, yours is going to turn into a cucumber, or a never mind. I don't know where I was going.
I don't know where you're going with that.
Good night, all.
Anyway, love you guys. MK, Richard, thank you guys as always. You guys rock.
Yep. See you all soon. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.